2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the WNBA.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Seattle Storm going up against the Phoenix Mercury. This is Blake Zuniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. And anytime these teams get together, the atmosphere is intense. And this is as good as a rivalry as we have in the WNBA.
Yeah, there is a special energy in the building tonight. You just get the sense that something memorable is about to happen.
Well, it usually does in this matchup. These teams bring the best out in each other.
Now here's Gray. And the layup is good.
Well, to be a good offensive rebounder, you have to really hustle, and Gray certainly has a full grasp of that.
Here's Lloyd. January. Pass to Talbot. Clock at 6. Outside for Stewart. Lets it go from deep. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Stewart's offensive prowess allowing her to nail that jumper right there. I honestly think I could watch her shoot those all day.
Now here's Diggins-Smith. And here's Griner. Count it. Good.
Yeah, seeing over defenders contributes to Griner's dominance down low. She's just lethal around the rim.
Here's January. Right side, Stewart. Pass to Lloyd. Here's Talbot. And here's Charles. On January from long range. Second chance shot. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner.
Do not test Griner, the active leader in rejections. Why? 6'9" plus timing.
Right side, Stewart. Here's Talbot. The three-pointer off the mark.
Not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 of 4 early.
Well, when you look at the all-time leaders in points scored, Diana Taurasi is first by a wide margin. That speaks to her incredible longevity.
Entering the league in 2004, Diana Taurasi continues to be great.
Well, part of it is her legendary competitiveness. I mean, Taurasi plays with incredible fire, and that flame is still burning strong.
And that one misses.
Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind anytime I see anything Phoenix Mercury related, Diana Taurasi. The top pick in the 2004 draft has spent every season in the Valley of the Sun.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Down low. Here's Gray. Score it. Her third straight basket in 3 attempts.
4 of 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And for Taurasi, all she's done in Phoenix is become the most accomplished player in league history.
Now, you can just call Diana the GOAT. Rings? Yeah, she's got a few. All WNBA selections? More than a dozen. MVP? Well, of course. Got one of those to go along with a bunch of scoring titles. And you name it, DT's done it. Well, the coaches, they clearly don't like what's going on there, and they want to talk things over.
And why wouldn't they talk things over? I mean, really, you had to take a time out there and just try to take away some of the opponent's momentum.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Lloyd. Back to January. 5 on the clock. Pass to Charles. From about 16. Here's Stewart. She can't get it to go. And the Mercury going the other way now. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
A shot by Cunningham, no good.
January with it. And Diggins Smith picks her up defensively. 3 on January off the drive. Here's Talbot. Shot to stop the drought. That one is off. Rossi outside. Gray. Yes. And a nice assist from Diana Taurasi.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
It's good.
Crashes the glass with effort and intensity. Stewart loves turning boards into buckets.
Pass to Cunningham.
Reiner. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Now here's January. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Back to Charles. The 3. Mercury with the rebound. Now Cunningham. Here's Gray. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
Well, with her height, Reiner, a clear view of the court, and allows her to spot open teammates.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive, and it's well worth a second look.
Yeah, and it's finishes like that which have helped them build the lead here in the first half.
Here's Talbot. Pass to Stewart. For 3.
And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Now Griner. Goes right through for bucket number 3. She's a perfect 3 for 3.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over.
They'd seen enough scoring in the paint and wanted to send a message to their team. Lock things up inside.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all those points coming against them in the paint.
And maybe it's more help. It's the front of player. They've got to try something.
Teams changing it up here. Here's Seattle. 11-point game. Outside Lloyd. Pass to Talbot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Found the soft spot in the D right there.
Here's Diggins Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Lets the floater go. Prince's shot's good.
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
Here's Diggin Smith. Up and in on the layup.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
And the Storm making a change here.
In for the Storm, Mercedes Russell, Ezi Magbagor.
Lloyd up top. Stewart defended by Nurse. And there's the 3-second violation.
Phoenix Mercury ball.
Phoenix leading. Now here's Taurasi. And good that time.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside. That's 10 points in a row from the paint.
It's now become, here it comes, and see if you can stop it.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Prince. Stewart. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Kept alive. Russell misses.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity. She fails to convert very often.
Outside, Diggin Smith. Now here's Nurse. Over Lloyd. And again, it's Phoenix.
Yeah, they're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. This just isn't going to cut it if they want a chance at winning this game.
Not at all. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. I mean, effort-wise, execution-wise, something. They've got to do better.
Now here is Stewart. He has 5. Here's Prince. And the Storm miss again.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned. Lefties always have their own style, look a bit different on the floor. Skylar Diggins-Smith, one of the many great left-handed players in the WNBA.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Diggin Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Brittany Griner.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Now here is Lloyd. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Diggin Smith, of course, a lefty, among one of the great southpaws in the league.
Yeah, you have the MVP, Asia Wilson, fellow first overall pick, Kelsey Plum, and then you also have Kelsey Mitchell. But listen, lefties like Skylar are just difficult to guard because they pretty much do opposite of what you normally see.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Mercury ball.
Phoenix with the ball. The lead is 15.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Nurse, Prince covering, and Kia Nurse gets the 3.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening frame.
If they match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Prince. Over Nurse. And the Storm miss again.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish them there.
The shot's good.
They've come into this game with a very aggressive approach. Pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
Yeah, it sure is working, Tim. And they're finding the open lanes to the hoop and just owning this game early on.
What a start.
Back to Lloyd. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch.
Rebounding is going to be a focal point for them in this one, fellas.
Yeah, Brian, it has been so far. They've already got a nice edge on the glass.
Now here's DeShields. Yep, count it.
They're doing a terrific job of getting the ball inside, attacking the paint. That's an area, and it's a key area on the court that they've controlled.
Yeah, once they identified what an edge they had inside, they just continued to attack.
Well, just being on the floor is such a win for Diamond Shields. In January of 2020, she had a 9-hour surgery to help her spinal cord.
Diamond
And that's a
Shields.
foul called
First
on
personal
to
foul,
Shields.
teams first.
That is her
Third
first
team
foul of the
foul.
game. Russell with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Pass to Lloyd. It's Epiphany Prince on the wing. 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Storm missing. And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside to Shields. And here is Nurse. Gustafson. From down in the low post, it goes.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. It's the Mercury just dominating this one. And we'll return shortly. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And a very convincing performance from the Mercury so far.
It's simple. Not much has gone wrong for them offensively.
Very few bumps in the road as it's been an easy ride for them.
Here's January. Pass to Prince. Now Talbot. January, guarded by Diggins Smith. January outside. Shot clock at 5. Tina Charles for 3. Gets
Tina
the three-pointer to
Charles.
fall.
She's turned into a stretch four. Charles wins seasons between making threes. Now she knocks down these threes all the time.
Pass to Cunningham.
Turner with the ball. She's guarded by Lavender. Turner with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
Left side, Charles. Here's Lavender.
You know, Lavender delivers everything you want from a baseline player.
First personal
Rebounds,
foul, teams
and
first.
can sink a high
First team
percentage of
foul.
shots all around the court.
First trip to the line for her here.
Jontel Lavender taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the Mercury making a change here. And she makes both free throws. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside, Diggins Smith. 3, Diana Taurasi. Offensive rebound, Mercury. Hits it and gets hacked. That's a three-point play opportunity.
First personal
And that'll
foul,
increase
teams
their
first.
rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control the boards has given them control of this game.
After suffering a torn ACL in college, I'm excited to see what Turner has in store for her WNBA career.
Pass to Talbot. Prince with it. To the middle. Magdagor. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I like how McLemore picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Here's Griner, guarded by Charles. A nice shot by Griner.
Yeah, good luck. If you're the player who has to guard her, it is never going to be an easy night.
Pass to Talbot. Back to January. Magdagor. And here's Prince. Now here's Charles. That three off the mark.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Outside, Diggins-Smith. Diana Taurasi on the wing. Here's Griner. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential and points in the paint between these two squads.
Yeah, they're really attacking the middle offensively. It's been quite the contrast.
Seattle calls timeout.
When we talk defensive impact, no player affects a game like Brittany Griner. Quite simply, the best defender in WNBA history.
And here are the Storm now. And the foul called on Griner.
Griner.
That's her first foul.
First personal foul, teams first. Second team foul.
Here's January. Looking for her first basket still in this one. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Easily one of the most tenacious rebounders in the league. Charles is very familiar with second chance points.
That one, good for two.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves.
Pass to Prince. January. It's Epiphany Prince on the wing. Six on the shot clock to the inside. Ooh, no luck on that one. Excellent D there from Brittany Griner.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of the hole because she is not helping their offense.
Here's Taurasi. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Pass to Prince. Back to January. Now Talbot. Jacks up a three. Evens things up with that basket. Her second of 4, shooting 50%.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You've got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
Here's Griner. Yes, and it's Skylar Diggins-Smith with the assist that time.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
January left side. Shoots over Diggins Smith. January can't get it to go. And here the Mercury. Outside Diggins Smith. Gray right side. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes.
Another good pass. Impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
Pass to Talbot. And here's Magbagor. January, guarded by Diggins Smith. They get it back. Charles. And a missed layup. Now Diggins Smith. And Charles is going to pick up the foul.
Tina Charles.
That is her first foul of the game.
Foul, team's first. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Goes up off the inbound. Reiner with the bucket, getting it done inside.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Pass to Russell. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Well, in the era of the stretch 4 and the stretch 5, Mercedes Russell is a throwback player. She's a 6'6" center who is not going to be chucking up threes.
And the first one at the line is good. And the old school game of Mercedes Russell, it still works in the modern WNBA.
Well, the pure 5, the pure center, it's effective when it's someone like Russell, a great finisher. Mercedes was second in true shooting percentage back in 2021. Doesn't waste her chances around the rim.
And that's good as she hits both shots.
They're really battling, guys, not sitting back, attacking when they have the chance.
And I like their approach, playing aggressively and forcing the officials to make a call.
Here's to Rossi, and the Mercury tack on 2 more.
Effective around the rim. Taurasi is well-rounded. She can finish with a multitude of moves.
January outside. And that's a foul called on Diana Taurasi. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Team foul. Checking in for your Phoenix Mercury, Diamond DeShields.
Now here's January, guarded closely. She hits that shot,
January.
and that's her first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Look at January getting assertive inside, rises up and knocks down the shot.
Now here's DeShields, covered by January. That's in, and she's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team. A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control.
And she banks in the layup.
Shields with
Some
the basket.
defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Outside Lloyd. Back to January. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No problem knocking that one down.
Nice to see January move without the basketball. The point, getting set up for once.
Pass to Nurse. Launches it. Down it goes for her 3rd basket in as many tries.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Here's Russell. Now Stewart. Guarded by Davis. Up top, January. 5 points in the game. Here's Stewart. Here's Russell. And it's in.
Mercedes Russell.
Offensive rebounding is about energy and effort, and Russell displays both for the second chance bucket.
Nurse outside. Reiner. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up for her.
She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the free throw, no good.
A recurring WNBA All-Star, Griner's really made her mark in this league.
Pass to Russell. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so
Second
she'll shoot
personal
2.
foul. 5th team
It's going to
foul.
go on Brittany Griner.
The 2020 season was just so
Mercedes
different.
Russell.
The entire
2
season
shots.
was played in Bradenton, Florida, and I think that makes Seattle's championship in the Wubble that much more impressive.
And she knocks down the first one.
I think Russell has a promising future in this league. It's clear that she wants to keep getting better, and I think she will.
And good on both. And the Mercury with possession. Now here's Davis. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. A nice shot by DeShields.
Shields with the basket.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They are having their way down low right now.
And the Storm miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Here's Turner. And it's Lavender with the rebound. Lloyd with it. Some solid defense from Diamond
The
DeShields.
second quarter.
And
with the
so a
score.
pretty lopsided game through the first
66.
half. It's the
32.
Mercury opening a huge gap. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit.
And now your Phoenix Mercury.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. We're seeing a tremendous game from Brittany Griner.
Her play in the first half was very disciplined, very efficient. Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. Outside Stewart. Pass to Talbot. The 3 is up. Good. And Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
For 3.
Passing is what makes Stewart perhaps the best offensive player in the world, not just to score, an all-around force.
And here's Cunningham, defended by Stewart. Here's Diggins Smith. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Rebound, Tina Charles. And here's the fast break. A nice shot by Stewart.
Unselfish play from Drew Lloyd right there. She's all about getting the ball to uncovered teammates.
Now that is nice. Glad we got a chance to check out that sweet drive one more time.
Well, even though they're down big here in the second half, the energy and effort that needs to be there to try to close the gap.
Pass to Taurasi. 3-pointer. Stewart grabs the miss.
Her shot has been off today. With her team leading, perhaps she should maybe focus more on her floor game.
Here's Charles. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Strong finish from Tina Charles, taking the hit well and powering through it.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Taurasi. Diana Taurasi with another miss.
They've yet to hit. A slow start to the second half.
Lloyd. She can't get that one. And it's Phoenix the other way.
They're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
With that, Megs, maybe the lid on this basket will be lifted for them. And trust me, they need it.
After sitting out the 2019 season due to the birth of her child, Skylar Diggins Smith was traded before the 2020 season. One of the blockbuster deals in league history.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Pass to Taurasi. Over Lloyd. Taurasi, and that's good. And Diggins Smith was dealt for 3 future first-round picks.
Going from Dallas to Phoenix, forming a big 3 with Griner and Taurasi. 3 ones, it's a really hefty price, but Diggins Smith is one of the truly elite players in the league.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
Yeah, I think the coach could be trying to just get a break in action to clear their heads. They've gone ice cold, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to give them a quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget all the missed shots we've been seeing.
And maybe refocus a bit.
And now your Phoenix Mercury Dancers.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Back to January. Pass to Talbot. Just 4 to shoot. Lloyd from long range. Nice D from Diana Taurasi.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone. It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. And again, it's the Storm missing. The drive by Diana Taurasi. Lays it up and banks it in.
Taking it to the hoop. How many times has Diana Taurasi done that? Probably more than anybody in WNBA history.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. Here's Lloyd. Mercury with the rebound.
She's gotten cold, and I'm not sure she's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
Out to the wing. Inside. Sweet move. And the layup good by Gray.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area, just dominating down low.
And obviously, that's something the defense has to address.
Pass to Talbot. To the paint. Stewart. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
An intelligent scorer like Stewart knows that points can come from anywhere. That's just beautiful teamwork.
Taurasi outside. Drops in the tray.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here because they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before.
As long as you're getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
Good on the shot.
So assertive against contact. Once Stewart makes up her mind, she refuses to be denied.
Oh, there are a few franchises you can mention when you're talking about the best in the league. And Seattle certainly is in the conversation. And you talk about on-court success, no team has more championships.
The shot by Cunningham, no good.
You can tell she thought that triple was gonna fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Here's Talbot.
And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
There was not a ton of congestion in the lane, and she could have done better for sure.
Lets it go from 11. And no good trying to use the glass. Talking about the Storm, we know Seattle has the banners, but it's about more than that.
Certainly, Blake. Seattle also has one of the best fan bases in the league. But then they also do great work in the community. They have a fantastic ownership group. They are a model organization for the rest of the WNBA. Well, in 2021, Tina Charles led the WNBA in scoring, which was her second scoring title. But when you consider that she was 33 years old, it's almost a little more impressive.
And here's Davis. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Rebound, Tina Charles.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Coach has a look like, are you kidding me?
And talking about the game of Tina Charles, she's really changed it with the times.
Well, you talk about Charles' first 6 years in the league. She made just 2 threes total. But before the 2016 season, Tina added the three-point shot to her game. And guess what? Charles led the league in scoring back during the 2016 season.
Here's Prince. Mercury with the rebound. Pass to Davis. This one for 3. And it's Brianna Stewart with the rebound. Now here's Prince. Here's Talbot. And Davis is going to pick up the foul.
Davis.
That is her first foul of the game.
Foul, teams first. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for Seattle, Mercedes Russell.
And here are the Storm now. Now Talbot. She's got 10. Pass to Stewart. The three-pointer is on target.
This is the run they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They really couldn't afford, Brian, to wait any longer.
Yeah, but it's still a big hill to climb. It was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in the lead before we get to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, step by step here.
Here's Talbot. The three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix with the ball. Now here's Griner, guarded by Russell. Griner, good.
The combination of a long frame and a unique skill set make Griner such a tough cover for opponents.
Pass to Talbot. Prince with it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And there's the 3-second call. This one going to be on the
Technical foul.
defense.
All right, you want to talk about the best team in league history. The 2014 Mercury have to be in the conversation. 29-5 in the regular season. Then in the playoffs, they lost just one time, winning it all.
And she shows the focus there, nails the technical. And those 2014 Phoenix Mercury, man, they had a star-studded roster.
They did. Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner were first-team All-WNBA that season, and then Griner also won Defensive Player of the Year. And then as a team, I mean, the Mercury, first in offensive and defensive rating, just a dominant 2014 season.
5 to shoot. Pass to Russell. Shoots over Diggins Smith. Russell misses. Now here's Diggins Smith. Tight defense on her. Griner, guarded by Russell. A nice shot by Griner.
Using A+ awareness to find the wide open teammate, DeShields doesn't mind distributing.
Here's Talbot. Foul call that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the
Second
free throw
personal
line.
foul. Third team
The
foul.
WNBA had its first season back in
Shooting for
1997, and just
Stephanie
3
Talbot.
original
Taking
teams
2
remain. The LA Sparks, the New York Liberty, and the Phoenix Mercury.
The first one falls. Sticking in the Valley of the Sun, the Mercury have had so much success.
Yeah, in so many different eras. I mean, they were in their first finals, which was the second WNBA finals ever back in 1998. Then you had their glory years, winning 3 titles from 2007 to 2014. And then recently, they've been to the finals as well. It's just been decades of winning basketball in the desert.
Some great free throw shooting so far here in the second half.
They should keep trying to initiate contact to get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they are perfect so far.
You get the points, and you stop the clock.
That's how you do it.
Griner's shot is off. And it's the Storm with the ball. Inside, Russell. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's DeShields. That one goes in.
Well, that's what fans pay to see, right? I mean, DeShields' offensive versatility is so fun to watch.
And this is her second trip to the free throw line.
Something you notice immediately about Diamond DeShields is her relentlessness. No matter what roadblocks she comes up against, she hustles and finds a way to overcome them.
Here's Lloyd. It's good from the top of the key.
Assist from Stephanie Talbot.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. And finished off by Brittany Griner.
With a considerable size advantage against opponents, Griner has all the length she needs to throw it down.
Russell with it. Griner's there. Russell inside. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time, and offensive glass getting it done.
Once Russell gets inside, it's already too late. He has a nice touch around the basket.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Mercury running away with this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next.
What a terrific, unselfish play. Could have tried to take it herself, but chose to set up her teammate. And what a setup it was.
Yeah, and as a two guard, she's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see her orchestrating for her teammates instead.
Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Outside, Diggins Smith. Pass to Griner. Shoots over Russell. A nice shot by Griner.
Look, the mid-range game, it's pretty old school. And Griner is about fundamentals, which means she can hit those shots.
Back to Williams. And stolen by Diamond DeShields. Here's Diggins Smith. Soft touch off the glass.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Russell. It's good.
Mercedes.
Well, it's tough trying to match up with Russell, guys, especially when she's established inside and looking to score.
Outside, Diggins Smith. Nice D from Gabby Williams.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Pass to Lavender. Now Talbot. There's the triple. The shot, no good.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Outside, Diggins Smith. Davis with it. Let's go with a 3. Russell pulls it in. Here's Talbot, covered by DeShields. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Clock at 6. And stolen by Brittany Griner. Here's Diggins Smith. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul, teams first.
And it's going to go on
First
Epiphany
team foul.
Prince.
Well, look, defenders have their hands full when guarding Diggins Smith. I mean, she's tricky and knows how to draw fouls.
And the first one falls for her.
In 2019, Skylar Diggins-Smith missed the entire season due to the birth of a child. But it's great to see her back on the floor for this league for the game of basketball, one of the most popular players in the WNBA.
She's perfect from the line this time. Here's Williams. Pass to January. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Lavender, and she battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Putting that 6'4" frame to use, Lavender can just out-muscle opponents for boards, create second chance opportunities.
Timeout called to Mercury.
Put your hands together for your Phoenix Dancers. Put your hands together for your Phoenix.
Both teams will make substitutions. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Pass to DeShields. Reiner with the ball. Guarded by Charles. Reiner's shot is good.
Just an incredible display of athleticism. Now, Reiner's active on both ends of the floor, and her coaches appreciate that.
Now here's Williams. January outside. Pass to Williams. Shoots over to Shields. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Okay, well, part of what makes Reiner a great center is her ability to execute the pick and roll effectively.
And the Storm with possession. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Now here's Prince. Petty defending. They get the rebound. Pass to Charles. They shoot again. And she was fouled on the way up.
Megan
Free throws
Gustafson.
for her.
First personal foul.
Understands
Team
how to keep
first
defenders
team foul.
on their toes. Charles
At the line for the
utilizes the
Storm.
pump fake
Tina
beautifully.
Charles. At the line for two.
First free throw is good.
What a year she had back in 2012. Charles was the WNBA MVP, going for 18 and 10, but also defensively, she was second in the league in blocks, showing her dominance on both sides.
And so she makes both from the line.
Well, 2016 was perhaps the biggest draft lottery in league history. The prize being generational star Breanna Stewart. And luckily for Seattle, the balls bounced their way.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Pass to Prince. From past the arc. Reiner with the rebound. Well, the addition of Breanna Stewart to the Storm, it changed the trajectory of this organization.
Stewie has been incredible. 2018 winning MVP, a couple finals MVPs as well. A difference maker on both ends of the floor. Brianna Stewart is the definition of a franchise player.
Now here's Prince. She's covered closely. Right side Charles. Brittany Griner with a defensive effort. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Petty. And the layup falls.
Tricky move by Petty with the ball, shaking off her defender.
Now here's Williams, guarded by Davis. Pass to January. Lavender. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes down.
That's crazy. January bumped, still keeps her nerve and scores it.
Petty with it. Pass to Davis. Gustafson. She's guarded by Lavender. Gustafson gets the bucket.
They're scoring not carloads, not van loads, boatloads, big boatloads of buckets at the rim today.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get that ball in close time after time.
Up top, Williams, guarded by Davis. Chantel Lavender's got room. Can't hit that one. And the Mercury going the other way now. The drive by Diamond DeShields. And there's another one for the Mercury.
But when you get this kind of shooting from her, 100% from the field, I mean, they're a tough team to beat. Anybody's tough to beat.
Prince, covered by DeShields. Pass to Charles. Now Williams. Rebounded by Davis. Here's Petty, covered by January. Breon January with the swat. And it's out of bounds. The Mercury able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Seattle on D. The offensive rebound. Reiner, and she drops it in from the low post.
Well, with the wingspan of over 7 feet and 3 inches, Reiner's got mad length, and she really knows how to use it.
And here's Prince. Back to Williams. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Pass to Petty. Chalk up 2 right there.
Well, you have to commit to your shot, and Shea Petty knows how important that is. So even against a strong defense, she goes for it 100% into it.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. The Mercury making a switch here.
For Phoenix, Brianna Turner, Kayla Davis.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Prince. Russell. Turner grabs the board.
2 minutes
Now Thomas.
2 minutes.
And here's Davis. Yes, it's good.
Great communication between teammates there.
Here's January. And Davis is going to pick up the foul.
Kayla Davis.
That'll be her second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Now here's January. She's guarded closely. Pass to Prince. Lavender left side. Now January. Just 5 on the clock. And so she earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Fourth team foul.
Navigates around the court smoothly.
Shooting for Seattle.
January plays with a high level of activity.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
The leadership Brianne January provides is valuable. She's a quality role player, and probably more than that, who gives this team a spark.
She hits both from the stripe.
Well, as an original 1997 franchise, the Mercury didn't have a ton of success early on. However, they won their first title in 2007, year 11 of the WNBA.
And here are the Storm now. January outside. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
Remember, back in 2018, January led the WNBA, shooting 47% from deep. She has such a pure stroke.
Down low, here's Davis. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Mercedes Russell. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Pass to Prince. Got a hand on it. Now here's Davis. Turner, guarded by Russell. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gustafson gets the bucket.
Fed her teammate off the bounce there. That was a nice play.
To the inside. Russell with the bucket.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Pass to Gustafson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
116.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you just have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it. We saw the excellent defense, a potent offensive effort, and they were pretty much dominant.
And that's a wrap, everyone.